it's changed me in a sense that it has. I'm trying to think of a proper descriptive. Hello, today is February 21st, 2019, and the time is 2:08 p.m. Just wanted to do a video about how the May 4th, 2013 event has changed me through personal observations and what close friends have noticed, especially over the years as time has passed. For me, really, the impact of all this started in December of 2012, and I remember the shock of hearing about the allegation. And when the female had told me what myself and a co-worker were being accused of or investigated for, and again, I have no details about any of that. So people have said I don't talk much about it. I actually have a video talking about why. I don't know much, but anyway. And I remember that was really had a great impact on me. I had fear and concern, and I guess over the months I had followed that, I guess as a descriptive, I became consumed by that fear. And throughout that process, there was confusion because I'm just trying to piece together what little bit I know. Recently, I was going over some old notes and stuff that I made, and even conversations with the female. And I honestly don't know if my former employer or that group had anything to do with that. I don't know. I really I obviously have big pieces of the puzzle, but there's things that I'm missing that led up to the May 4th, 2013 event, but I'm not going to try to speculate. But since then, since that event, I remember right after, and I've talked about this in other videos, for months after, just like my senses were so heightened, colors were vibrant, and I remember the feeling of being hot, like my skin was burning underneath, and just fear all the time. And I remember not wanting to take a shower, not wanting to get out of the shower, just all sorts of stuff. And that lasted for many months, and then it seemed to subside a little bit, to the point where it really impacted me when I had to do court appearances. And every court appearance, I thought, okay, well, this is it. It's over. We're gonna get. It's going to end, and favorably because of whatever. And it just dragged on and on and on over weeks, months, and years. And yeah, and then having to deal with what really impacted me was when I was convicted. Now, there was other rulings before that, say for the first and second voir dire, which shocked me. But I still believed in the system and in justice. And I guess my second lawyer was right when he said to me that I'm naive to think that I would get a fair trial and whatnot. And yeah, maybe I am naive. But anyway, so when I was convicted, that really resurrected the whole, all that trauma that I experienced on May 4th, 2013. And there was another trauma, as I mentioned before, in June of 2013 with the restraining order. It's just like a non-stop bombardment. But I don't want to. I already did a video about the different types of trauma that I went through, but how I've changed. I guess going through the history briefly ties into how I've changed even over the past 6 years, because it's becoming more worse with every time there's an injustice imposed or how I'm treated. I've become more sensitive, more, I don't know, that scared kind of feeling. And it used to be, as I was saying, it was at the point where it was only when I had to prepare for court and everything else, and then having, being convicted and then being sentenced was another, it was like another May 4th, 2013 event for me, that trauma. And then doing weekends, every weekend was traumatic. And I know there's people who've been in and out of jail, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, they can't relate. Okay, I get it. For me, it was very traumatizing. So I just become more sensitive to everything, and more cautious, and I worry more about looking suspicious. And like last summer, being in the park, those soccer mom busybodies event, see that video, sitting in the Tim Hortons parking lot when I had the Brinks people coming up thinking I'm suspicious. It's like there's that huge concern that everything I do is suspicious. And then throughout this whole criminal matter, now it's by design, not being believed. Nothing that I say or do is believed, regardless of the evidence, whether it's mine or theirs. Nothing's believed. But that bothers me. It's like they're trying to paint this negative picture of me. So it's changed me in a sense that it has. I'm trying to think of a proper descriptive. I want to say weakened my character, but I'm still pushing through. But we'll just leave it at that as a descriptive. And yeah, it just made me more sensitive to everything, and I've never been like that, and I have my moments where I just spontaneously start crying, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's the matter with you? And sometimes I'm engrossed in that feeling. I can't really describe it, but anyway, what I was mentioning about not being believed and by design and everything else, they have made me into, and when I say they, the Calgary courts and everyone involved in the criminal matter have made me enemy of the state, and trying to spin it into enemy of the people, like I don't even know. And that really hurts. So anyway, I just wanted to share that for whatever it's worth. It never used to be like this, even before coming out here. I had some hard times, and I plowed right through it and started to rebuild my life, and that all fell apart when I came out here. But this whole thing for the past 6 years, just it's changed me. And I don't think, regardless how anything turns out with this, doesn't really matter. It's not going to fix me. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And peace to you all.